Hey, beautiful friends. Okay, so I just wanted to come up quick, and read you about 10 little questions to find out if you are a highly sensitive person. Gotta put my glasses on. So, the first question is: do you find yourself easily overwhelmed by bright lights, strong smells, loud noises, and rough textures like fabric, sirens, strong detergent? Do you have a rich inner life, often getting deeply moved by music, art, or nature? I know music touches me all the time. Three, are you highly empathic, often feeling deeply affected by emotions of others? I do, and I have to be careful with that. I really have to ask myself on a regular basis, who does this belong to? When I'm feeling overwhelmed and I'm feeling emotional, the question I ask myself is that belong to me, or is it somebody else's emotions that I'm picking up? And if it's light, it's me. And if it feels heavy, when I say that, it's somebody else's, and then I let it go. I return to sender with love because it's not mine. Do you need downtime to recharge after being in busy or stimulating environments? Like I always like if I today's this morning I went to do some errands and it got really hot here in Merida. I tried to go out early because between 12 and 5 it's better if you don't go out. Uh, but I needed to do some stuff and I did it. And then I got here and I just crashed in my hammock for well since now. I just like for the last 3 hours, and I said, "Oh, I need to do my video before the lighting is out and before the lighting is not good, and it's going down really quick right now." So yeah, and I needed a lot of downtime after that. Do you notice subtleties in your environment that others often miss, such as change of mood or small details? I always, for me, it's always. Are you deeply affected by violence or cruelty? Find it difficult to watch and hear about it? News, I stopped that over 20 years ago. There was an event in Canada, in Quebec, where I know I don't want to talk about it, but I broke down for 3 days. It's not there's nothing I can change. And I cried for literally 3 days. And then the switch went on. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with the news, especially all the bad news. I have not had cable TV in over 15 years. Um, Not true. I had cable TV when I was in British Columbia before I got here. But since I've been in Mexico 7 years, I've not had cable TV. And I neatly pick what I watch. Seriously. Um, Violent stuff can't, like, that I used to be able to listen to watch, I can't anymore. And as I'm evolving and as my senses are getting more acute, I can't. Um, do you become easily rattled or frazzled when faced with time pressure or multiple demands? So that I used to have that at work. Sometimes I put myself now in the same situation, but I try to catch myself as much as possible and do my breathing technique, which is 4 deep breath in, like count of 4 in, you hold for 2, and you exhale for 7. So if I start feeling that I'm starting to be overwhelmed, I do that, and I could do that like a couple of times in a row. Do you have strong reaction to caffeine or other stimulants, often feeling jittery or anxious after consuming them? I only have 2 coffees in the morning. I don't have coffee after that. Sugar is a big stimulant for me, so I try not to, as much as possible, not have to have sugar. It's not always like this sugar in everything now, so it's really hard to say no, I'm not going to eat sugar at all. Yeah. So, but yes, yes to that answer. Do you prefer deep, meaningful conversation over small talk or superficial interactions? So the people that have been around me for a while know that small talk about the weather is going to last about maybe 5 minutes. And if the conversation doesn't turn into something meaningful, or something you talk about you, or you tell me about you, or you know, I'm pretty much out of there. I just don't. I just can't. I know it's bad, but I mean, I never before, but now it's even like really. I don't even stay in situations where there's just small talk. I can't. It's just like meaningless. It's a waste of my time. Like I'm out of here. And the last one, do you have a rich, complex inner world, often experiencing emotions intensely and deeply? Absolutely. 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 I'm going to say it again. Absolutely. I feel everything so deeply. So, and my passion sometimes comes out very strong, and that's why people say, oh, you're so intense, you know? So I wanted to come up, and I wanted to come out and show up and get these little 10 questions out. So if you're a highly sensitive person, there's more videos coming. So stay tuned. As always, in love, Mystic Danny.